Okay, peace familia, it is Christina and I wanted to make this video today about just being yourself, and that's it. So I've made a new rule where I'm gonna post every day for like a month or so, and when I first made my YouTube channel, it's only like a few months old, maybe like 3 months old. I made this channel really just to express myself. That's really it. I have my business page, which is like yoga stuff, professional like yoga teaching, so serious, so yoga, right? And I was like, let me just make a page where it's just me being myself. And I was going on all these pages where it's like, how do you make your channel successful, and how do you know what to talk about? And YouTube will even suggest for you, if you go on like YouTube Studio, it'll even suggest for you like topics that you should talk about based on like what you generally talk about on your page. And I feel like for a long time, for my whole life, right, I have been like, I'm a super Virgo sun, Virgo moon, like I'm super like perfectionist, super like try so hard, right? Try so hard to make it perfect, to make things exactly the right way, and like do it over and over and over and over and over again, and make sure you don't make a mistake, and then check it again, right? And like I just had this epiphany that was like, what if you just don't try at all? Not saying you don't put forth any effort. Obviously I'm putting forth the effort to make a video, but like to just exist, and that's it, to just be yourself, and that's it, right? To just be. And the content that I create, to just let it be reflective of who I am naturally and the things I'm doing anyway, right? As opposed to trying. I'm walking my dog right now. Here's Buff. Here she is. Right? As opposed to trying so hard to be like, what should I talk about? I'm gonna make a video, and like really, I'm gonna like make an outline, I'm gonna plan it, and it's gonna have this type of cover, and we're gonna start with this and then do that, and then it's gonna be the climax and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, what if I just live my life and that's enough? Like today I have been making sourdough starter. I've been on my baking journey. I've been baking for like years, and literally since I was probably a teenager. Like I think I learned really how to bake from my mom when I was really young. I learned how to make pie. And it always was like kind of an occasional thing, where every once in a while for holidays, big events, I would make a cake or make a pie. So it was like, I've always known how to bake, but it was never a regular or everyday type of thing. And recently, I've just been really enjoying playing with dough and making bread, making rolls, making biscuits. Like it's just kind of a vibe. And so right now I've been baking like not every day, but I mean, at least every other day I'm making something out of dough and flour and water, milk, butter, eggs, like mixing it together and making something. And cute Buffy. And so it just occurred to me, like I've been watching all these YouTube videos about how to make sourdough starter. Like you can make yeast literally out of the air. And it's amazing because there's so many ancient practices, before we had supermarkets and before we had stores and stuff and could go and buy active dry yeast, right? That didn't used to exist. Like they used to literally just use potatoes or wheat and have yeast literally just out of the air naturally. If you ever wonder, like, where does this stuff come from, right? It comes from just natural things that are just in the environment. And so earlier today, hold on. Hey, Buff. Can you wait, please? Thank you. Wait. So earlier today, I'm on day 2 of my active dry yeast, and that's kind of exciting. So hopefully I will have like a sourdough starter I can use to make breads whenever I want, as opposed to having to use the active dry yeast. And I made some rolls that are kind of, I just kind of made the dough, and it's sitting right now as we're walking. So it'll be about an hour when we get back, and that will have rested and risen, hopefully doubled by the time we get back. And so it's like, it's just occurring to me how simple life can really be, right? It's like over the years, we have complicated things so much. And we have manufactured things and made packaged versions of things, right? As opposed to just what it is, right? Yeast is just what it is, right? I can just make a video of just who I am, as opposed to thinking of a content, thinking of an idea, right? It doesn't have to be an idea, it's just what it is. And I think that there's beauty. Hold on. Buff Buff? Hold on. It's a no for me. It's a no for me, ma'am. It's a no for me. She's trying to pull on the leash right now. I just think that there's beauty in just the simplest possible life, right? Being yourself, being authentic, being the purest, most authentic version of yourself. And if someone can't like me or accept me for just who I am, without trying, without putting makeup on, without doing my hair, like, this is just the way my hair is, right? This is the way my face is. If you don't like my hair, if you don't like my face, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do anything about that. I can't change it, right? I can do artificial things, but it's like, do I want to be artificial? Do I want you to like me for the artificial things I can do, or do I want you to like me for just what it is, right? And I feel like it's so much more powerful. The love is so much bigger when you can say, I like myself for just who I am. You like me for just who I am. And that's it, you know? And so that's literally all this video is dedicated to, is just celebrating authenticity and celebrating the fact that you really don't have to try as hard as I think a lot of us think that we do, you know? Obviously, you have to put forth effort into your life. You have to put effort into your job. But I think there is so much more simplicity than we often give ourselves credit for, and we make things more complicated than they really have to be. And so for anyone, as I'm making my videos every day for the next like 30 days or so, you know, just whoever needs to hear this, I know somebody, I know it's not just me, to just relax, you know, just be yourself. And the answers, I think, are so much more subtle than sometimes we make them more complicated than they need to be, right? So here's celebrating who you are and how perfect you are and how awesome you are, just for who you are, right? Without even having to try or do anything outside of that. And I'm celebrating you, I'm celebrating myself, and I'm celebrating the world and just how beautiful and perfect it is as it is, you know? And that's really it. Here's to just being authentic and being ourselves, you know, and not even trying so hard. And I feel like that's actually where the secret sauce is, to be honest. So anyway, I love you guys so much. And as always, I will see you on the next one. Peace.